Heyo guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here, and I'm sorry that today was a little wonky with like the starting time. It went from 1 to 2:30 back to 1.
Yeah, I had work, and I managed to get off early. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stuff happens, but This, I will probably say, this will hopefully not be a common appearance. I mean, what announcements do you have, Ink? I'm letting you go first since I literally,
The comic's still ongoing.
The
comic's still ongoing, and I noticed probably some of y'all, I noticed a lot of you probably checked it out because, but it uploads every week on Saturdays at around 3:30 Pacific Standard Time, 4:30 Mountain Time.
4:30 Mountain Time. Well, I upload at 1:30 Mountain Time, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I tend to just say Mountain Time and just let everyone else figure it out. But Mountain Time isn't like the most common time zone. But I say everything in Mountain because that's pretty much
where you live. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a bit to figure out.
Yeah, everyone else can figure it out. So, what Christmassy type topics are we gonna talk about today? Cause let's see here. I'm just gonna say this now, but during the bonus stream, I was just rambling on about New Year's Eve type topics, cause I didn't really know what to talk about as far as Christmas things went. You're probably very disappointed in me, but I don't care, cause this is my channel.
I mean, I was just kind of I was learning a bit of 3D modeling when I got home because I wanted to test that out.
Ooh. Did you figure that out?
I have successfully modeled a donut.
Did you
Donut.
Are you talking about my symbol, or are you talking about like a random donut?
The most, the thing that the software I chose has like a tutorial series that just happens to be a donut and coffee.
Yeah. I mean, tea is superior. Tea is superior to coffee, in my opinion.
No.
You don't know?
I don't like either.
You don't like either?
Yeah.
Man, come on. They're both, coffee is kind of bitter, but then tea, you can go ahead and, get it in so many different flavors and so many different types. Yeah, I mean, some of my viewers are from the UK, and sometimes I act like as if I'm from the UK. So, I mean, I've been in Colorado all my life, but I do have some, I guess, European tendencies. The fact that I really like tea.
It's like a stereotype, though. Not necessarily true.
What?
It's a stereotype, so not necessarily true.
Yeah, I know. I mean, during I mentioned about how I prefer tea over coffee, and then yeah. I mean, tea is amazing as long as you get the good stuff. But I mean, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean, What are we gonna talk about during this very Christmas day?
I do not know, but it is almost Christmas.
Yep. I mean, yeah. I'm probably gonna end up getting or I already got a whole ton of this stuff for myself, but I got a whole ton of upgrades. I upgraded. I went on a big ol' huge upgrading spree.
Yep.
Which will take effect sometime in January. Because I'm still trying to figure it out, and until I figure out the new everything with the tools with the new style of animating, I'll probably continue on with my current style of animating, which people seem to like, even though I am very new at animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obvious that I'm new at it, but then again, with the history of story time animation, it kind of makes sense, honestly. Because think about how the other story time animators started. And it's your name first on the talk show, right? I'm just trying to figure out what to do for So, what is your favorite thing about Christmas?
I definitely like the presents and hanging out with my family.
Yeah? I mean, what am I gonna be doing for Christmas? I'm just gonna be hanging out at home. I'm just gonna be hanging out at home.
Yep.
With my older brother and my older brother and my granddad, I think. And my mom and dad, of course.
So it's nice to hang out with family on Christmas. I have a really big extended family that I like to hang out with.
Yeah, my big extended family lives all the way in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, most of my family is concentrated in Colorado, which is nice.
Nice, yeah. I mean, if I really wanted to be closer to my family when I turned legal age to do so, I could decide to move over there, but over in Pennsylvania, it's kind of hot and sticky, and I like the state too much, so, I mean,
I wouldn't consider why would a northern state be hot and sticky?
It just
is right next to New York.
It just felt hot and sticky to me. I don't know. I'm very odd when it comes to if the humidity is anywhere above what it is in Colorado, then I'm gonna be something's not exactly right, and I don't like this
because of some.
I mean, the fact that I was born in Colorado would probably explain it.
Yeah, I'm able to handle humidity, though.
I really dislike it. If I've tried to go ahead and accept hotness and humidity, but nope, nope. I mean, I have a whole ton of stories about it, which could be turned into a video during the summertime. But then again, I have a lot of ideas for the for videos, which is the point of having a channel. I mean, yeah. I have tons of ideas. So, And speaking of YouTube channels, I know you've been focusing mostly on your comic, but are you gonna plan on starting up YouTube again?
Maybe once I master the 3D software, because it does have 2D functionality.
What software is it?
Blender. If you want to check it
Oh,
out, it's free.
okay. I mean, I'm already trying to figure out a new animation software, so I don't need two of them to worry about.
Yeah,
Which,
I'm just saying, 3D software can do a lot.
I mean, like, if it takes me longer than I would expect to go ahead and learn the new software, I can just go ahead and like animate like I currently am until I get better and like figure out all the new functionalities of the new software. Or I'm calling it a new software, but truly it's like an upgraded version of like it's a very 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 upgraded version of what I used originally for the channel. Yeah. Last year and this year. Which, I mean, I would 100% recommend my software to anyone. Just so you guys know, the learning curve for the software I'm using and animation in general is like super steep. Like super super steep.
Yeah.
But I'm up to the challenge. I'm not, just so you know, I'm not complaining about animation. I'm just telling you like it is. Hello.
Yeah.
And
animation software is tough to learn a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, just so you know, Ink, last stream we had some like misconduct in our chat, revolving around like a random person, and then I timed them out. So please go ahead and keep an extra eye out on the chat this time around.
Me?
Yeah, I'm keeping an extra eye out on things too.
What happened? Were there more porn bots?
It was just like someone being rude, and then I timed them out, and then they decided to make another account.
Disappointment.
Just so you know, that is like the nature of having a bigger channel. Because I didn't have this problem back when I only had 100. Or 200 in that matter.
Yep.
Like, as a higher channel, you're gonna have to expect some weirdness. But I mean, I'm up to the challenge. So, what is your favorite Christmas song?
I don't know. It's like Christmas songs are kind of annoying. To me.
Yeah. Thank goodness you don't work in
retail. Like the Grinch one though.
You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch.
Yeah. It's very interesting how like the story of the Grinch is in general. Because like Is it true that he got screwed over by people and that's why he got all Grinchy?
I don't know. There's like a live action movie of Tim Curry that was basically that's the entire plot.
Wow.
Like it gives the backstory to the Grinch, but that was kind of new.
Okay. I mean, like, if, honestly, with, like, villains, if you see their side of the story, maybe they might not be villains after all. Maybe they're just misunderstood.
Yeah, depends on the villain, though.
Like, there's some theories about Bowser.
Yeah.
And the fact that he is he adopted the Koopalings so that they can have a home.
Yeah.
But then again, there's some people who don't believe game theory.
I mean, game theory is kind of not a very trustworthy source.
Yeah. I mean...
He's literally the laughing stock of multiple fandoms.
Yeah. I mean...
We talked about this last episode.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
The only fandoms where his series are any good in would be Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, right. We did talk about this last episode. My episodes are starting to blur together. But, I mean, the fans have fun with it, so... So, let's go ahead and talk about the Grinch. Not like, just like the person, like the character the Grinch. Not like the movie, but like the character. So,
He's a fun character.
Mm-hmm.
I like his mannerisms. Jim Carrey was the perfect cast for that movie version.
Are you talking about the new Grinch movie, or are you talking about one of the old ones?
I think it's the one from the 90s.
Yeah, I remember there being an animated Grinch, and then there was like this live-action Grinch.
So there's the animated Grinch from the 70s. It's basically just the retell. It's basically just it's kind of the original. The one from the 90s, which is live action, has Jim Carrey as the Grinch. It's the one with the backstory.
I think I remember that one, yeah.
And then there's like one from like a couple of years ago.
I haven't seen the one from a couple of years ago, though.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I haven't seen that one either.
Is it good?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. I mean, like, honestly, I've always been that it needs to be animated to catch my attention types.
Yeah, I'm more of an animation person too.
Yeah, if it's animated, let's go. If it's live action, excuse me while I go to my animation station.
Yeah.
True story. Like, I mean, when my mom and dad decided it's movie night, I just literally take the popcorn upstairs. And I'm like, adios. But I seem like that type of person, right? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I honestly am one of those types of people that just needs to keep their hands busy to have fun with something.
Yeah.
So, more about the Grinch. So, the Grinch was basically the outcast that ended up turning into a villain.
He hated happiness, though. At least until that one little character actually was nice to him for once.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, honestly, given the story that the Grinch had, do you blame him?
Depends on which version you're talking about.
The Jim Carrey one?
Movie.
The 90s movie?
The live action version, then yeah.
You could blame him?
Couldn't.
You couldn't blame him? Yeah.
Although for most of the other versions, there's no other context for why he's the way he is.
Yeah. I mean, like, it kind of fascinates me how, like, with villains, like, why are they villains? Like, what is the story behind them being villainous?
There's some sometimes good ones, but it kind of depends on it. There are good characters that are just kind of like that.
How about like Scrooge?
Scrooge was the crotchety old rich man. Honestly, he's fairly average in terms of rich people. He's just rich.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, yeah.
His only issue is that he's rich.
Why is it that, in general, why is it that the rich people tend to be not the nicest?
Greed. It is a fatal human flaw. People eternally want more things.
Isn't greed one of the 7 deadly sins?
Yes, it is. That's why it's a deadly sin.
Yeah.
7 deadly sins are deadly sins because they're so common.
You've got lust, you've got lust.
Got lust, gluttony, pride.
What do they mean by pride?
It's hard to explain. But
Like, are they talking
that
what?
That biblical scholars noted that pride was was basically what led to the other sins.
So, as far as like pride within the 7 deadly sins, you mean like the egotistical kind, like haha,
yeah,
like
precisely.
ha-ha.
Precisely.
Not like I am actually happy for who I am.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Yeah. Which, yeah, greed can become a problem. Hello, alrighty. Alright. Just so you know, we have a mod on board, so no need for us to go ahead and be like looking over the chat like vultures. Which, I mean, like, thank you for that. I think it's it's the Wrench that have been on my show before in person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 7 deadly sins. What an interesting concept. And sins are basically like what is deemed evil, right?
Kind of. Basically what'll get you sent to hell.
What will
Sometimes that stuff is stupid.
Yeah.
I have the Old Testament.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Probably one of the funniest ones is wearing 2 different kinds of fabric.
What?
Yes, that's actually a thing.
Well, if that's the case,
everyone's going to hell.
Yeah. Oh, man. If that's the case, yeah. I mean, I do not know what my clothes are made out of. Hey, Brad. So, what other Christmas stories can we talk about? Oh, do you remember, like, The Christmas Story or A Christmas Story?
I remember that. I don't like that one as much. Kind of a Home Alone person. I like the Crazy Traps.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some of the Home Alones. I saw the first one.
Yeah, the first one's good.
Yeah. I mean, what are you expecting a little boy to do when he is home alone?
And robbers are trying to break into his house.
Yeah. If that was the case, if I was home alone, I'd probably just spend most of that, unless we were being robbed. I'd probably just be spending most of my time animating, because like no use into getting in any trouble, because getting in trouble's no fun.
Nope. Well, it's much easier just to call the cops.
Yeah, I mean, I'd call the cops.
But hey, they got caught, which apparently these two incompetent nitwits were capable of evading the cops. Well, then again, they were fairly smart about making sure nobody was home.
Yeah. It's
they
kind
just
of
didn't account for a child, and then for some reason they decided to continue with trying to rob the house.
Huh. Criminals are sometimes stupid.
Yes, they are. There was like a show in the 90s specifically about stupid criminals.
Yeah, but why is it that some criminals are so stupid?
The cops say they don't catch the smart ones. Also drugs.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on here. Or it could just be the fact that if they were smart, they wouldn't be criminals.
I'm just gonna say, most people, the vast majority of people who commit crimes do it out of desperation.
Yeah. Like, which comes to, like, the question of if your wife was dying of cancer and you couldn't afford the drug, is it wrong to steal from the company?
At that point, honestly, this is why I hate the U.S. medical system. Because it's not just cancer. It's not just cancer. It's someone without insurance just breaking a bone could like die. Is immediately crippled with debt.
Yeah.
I'm honestly impressed my girlfriend's family is still standing after her mom's death.
Yeah. But it's like one of those like moral dilemmas questions.
At that point, the real criminal is the company who sells those drugs.
They're just trying to make money.
They don't need to be that expensive, though. They don't.
I understand. Do you think the U.S. is ever gonna like?
Unfortunately, not until our current brand of. Fortunately, I don't think it's really gonna change until our current brand of politicians dies off.
Yeah. let's I know I started this, but I don't want fans to get like this, like,
you're the one who brought it up.
Yeah.
You always say don't get political, but no, you're the one who brought it up this time.
Yeah.
You brought up something I am extremely passionate about.
I broke one of my own rules.
Yes, you did.
What should be my punishment?
Smacking you with a sliced flour next time I see you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, go right ahead, as long as it's not an electrical one. Go right ahead, as long as it's not an electrical one.
Fair enough.
But I mean, most generally, this show is pretty tame with things.
Yep.
Sometimes, yeah. But then again, isn't that with anything that isn't like heavily censored?
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, what to talk about? Oh crap, I forgot to go ahead and show everyone what I was drawing. Dang it. I'm really sucking today. And yet the fans are still here. So, how decorated is your neighborhood?
No, I don't pay attention to the neighbors when I'm coming in and out.
Ours, we have some people who have inflatables out, and then
my next door neighbor has a couple.
Then we have like this one.
Unfortunately, that neighbor is racist.
Yeah. Then so with our neighborhood, we've got this one house down the road that is super crazy with all of their inflatables and lights, and nothing matches with each other.
Ew.
Nothing matches with each other. Like, their whole yard is just like stacked with like random Christmas decorations.
Goodness.
Craziness. The guest I have on for audio games, her neighborhood is insane with the lights and stuff.
Weird.
Like there's only one house that isn't lit up in her neighborhood. Also, to my fans in the chat, if you guys have any topics that you guys wish for us to discuss, please go ahead and leave it down in the comments and put a donut next to it so I know you're talking to me, not to each other. Which, I mean, like, during the Q&A, it took me, like, I'm like, are you talking to me or not? So I decided to add the whole put a donut next to your question rule. And that have helped me out a ton. Because I don't want to just, like, randomly blurt out a random piece of a conversation and not have it make sense. Have you ever had someone have, like, a conversation and then you just happen to, like, walk in at the wrong moment? And they're just, like, they say something that sounds wrong, like, out of context. So, are you doing any Christmas specials or New Year's specials for your channel?
Nah.
How come?
Because I don't really have any subscribers and the stream would be useless. And I don't have any animations lined up and it would take too long to actually animate.
Yeah. Let's see here. Discuss brandimation. Just so you know, last week we had a brandimation and a breadimation. no, not last week, but like my bonus stream. During my bonus stream, there was like both a brandimation and a breadimation, and it got confusing real quick.
Huh.
And I thought when breadimation came in, I thought it was brandimation. And then when brandimation actually came, I'm like, whoops. Discuss Santa Claus breaking and entering crimes every year occurrences. So, Santa. I can't believe I didn't mention Santa yet. So, Santa. So, if you were to bring up the like story of Santa Claus, let's just say, like, how is it that he didn't get thrown in jail by now? He literally made he'd be breaking a whole ton of laws.
Yeah.
Like dropping off packages, mysterious packages, breaking and entering. What other crimes would he commit? If people actually cared.
Probably not. He's a pretty good dude. Krampus commits murder.
Huh. Alright, but yeah. He gives toys to children.
Yes.
And he also lets you go ahead and have you like sit down on his lap and ask you what you want. Like, little Jimmy, what do you want for Christmas? And then some people might be like, oh, I want a teddy bear. Or, oh, I want world peace. Or, I want... No, imagine if someone were to sit in Santa's lap and ask for a life supply of bananas.
Yeah.
So, little Timmy, what do you want for breakfast? Wait, crap. My mind just isn't with it today. What? But then again, I believe that is accurate for like over half of the episodes of this show. Ain't that right, Ink?
Yep.
That's accurate to almost every episode of this show, honestly.
Yes, we're extremely chaotic.
Yeah. What's wrong with being chaotic if the fans like it? And oh, by the way, do you want to know like what percentage of fans that took the survey, like what is their favorite show out of the talk show or audio games?
How many?
Wait, I want you to go ahead and guess.
I hate guessing.
Guess if it's audio games or guess if it's the talk show.
No. I already said no.
No? Alrighty, it's the talk show!
Of course.
What is
Probably because we're chaotic.
Yeah. But then again, audio games is my definition of chaotic as well. So, like, and you want to know the percentages?
How many?
Two say audio games and 5 says our drawing show. And the 3 options were the drawing show, audio games, or just stop with the streaming. And no one have actually said just stop with the streaming yet.
Who wouldn't? Who would want us to stop?
I don't know. Oh, powered by rainbows answered my survey. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. So. Yeah, imagine if a kid was like, okay, I want a life supply of bananas for Christmas this year. What would you have to say if you were Santa? If you were that mall Santa, what would you say to the kid that wanted a life supply of bananas for Christmas? If like this little 5-year-old.
Potassium.
What?
Simply potassium.
Potassium? Would you just send the little child like potassium supplements?
No, it's a joke from like a video game that I love. I guarantee it. QA also loves that game.
Potassium. Yeah. I mean, how's Lexi doing?
She's good. I'm gonna play some video games with her tonight. Probably gonna record it.
Oh, right. You have that gaming channel. How is that going?
No, I don't have the gaming channel. I'm just gonna animate shit. That's funny.
Wait. I thought you had that Ink Blotch Gaming there for a bit.
Yeah, I never actually used it.
Wow. Like a lot of dad YouTube channels. Yeah, I mean, like, and I feel like there's a high animator burnout rate, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Like, what is it about, like, animation? Like, I know it takes, like, a lot of time, but yeah, that's probably why there's so many people who are getting burned out. It's just, like, I honestly feel like a lot of animation channels don't tend to go ahead and, like, they don't upload consistently.
Yeah.
What? Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Pastry has a porn bot problem.
Oh no. Was that a porn bot that you just screamed blood at?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Why does this
Why are there porn bots? Why?
a porn bot on an asexual channel? But to be fair, I don't really talk about being asexual in my videos. On streams I do, but not in my videos. Okay, but I mean, my wrench is taking care of it. Thank you, wrench. I really do appreciate my mods on this channel. They really just make sure they just do such a good job making sure this channel runs smoothly. Which I mean, Which, I mean, I believe almost every good YouTube channel has mods, but, like, I'm just thankful for my mods. So, Ink, if you ever, like, decide to pick up streaming again on your channel, think you're gonna end up having very many mods, or no?
What?
Think you'll have a lot of mods?
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting to show what I'm drawing this episode. But yeah, I mean, imagine if another kid decides to sit on your lap and ask for a year's supply of pizza.
I would say yes.
I mean, if someone were to ask for a life supply of pizza and they were like over the age of 15, I'd probably give them a job application for a pizza place. I'd be like, here you go. Well, I'm technically correct, right? Because, like, as long as you're working for a good pizza joint, you probably are able to have at least one free meal of pizza per shift.
That'd be nice.
Pizza. Now I'm in the mood for pizza. Why do I do this to myself?
Meanwhile, I'm over here hungry for donuts because I'm modeling that donut.
Are you gonna end up modeling it after my symbol?
What?
Are you gonna end up modeling it
No,
over?
mine has frosting.
My fans really like strawberry frosting. I mean, who wouldn't like strawberry frosting? I'm just more of a maple glaze person. They like their maple glaze.
Yep.
Which, who wouldn't want a maple glazed donut? Come on!
Yeah.
Pizza does sound really good to me right now, though. But yeah, I mean, hold up. I have too many tabs open. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything in specific my fans want me to talk about. But apparently not. Apparently it's just up to us. Like what to talk about.
Yep.
Which, I mean, we're starting to really stop, I feel like we're really starting to, like, chronically run out of subjects here. Not just, like...
All we have to do is have Lexi more, though.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I ask her if she's available. Other times I'm just like, oh, she's got her brother.
We'll ask.
Alright. We'll definitely
But not today.
ask next episode. I asked when this episode was supposed to be. I just didn't want to seem annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean... Or we could go ahead and have, like, some one-episoder guests on the show, too.
Yeah.
Which, with audio games, since I have a new person on every episode, audio games tends, even if I had to repeat games, I feel like it still would be a very, like, good thing because like how I do it is like I have different guests per episode, and then like if I were to have a guest on for like 2 episodes or something, it wouldn't be back to back, and 2 it would be 2 they would never be doing the same game twice.
Yep.
So, if you had to choose to banish planes, trains, or automobiles, what would you banish?
Planes.
Planes? You would banish planes?
Trains are much cleaner and similarly effective. All you need to do is have the infrastructure.
I would say trains because they're the least prevalent.
In the U.S.
Oh yeah, there's like the Japanese bullet trains.
I'm pretty sure a lot of other countries tend to use trains.
Huh. Why don't we use trains?
Because the U.S. is stupid.
When should the... Alright, so... I've never tried maple glaze. Yeah, bread. Alrighty. But yeah, I would honestly say, like, trains. Or I would say trains. You would say planes. Which, I'm trying to draw a train right now, and yeah, I forgot how the front end goes, and I'm even looking at a reference. Like honestly, I barely draw trains, and this is just proving that I barely draw trains. Because it's just like, I almost never see, like, trains. I feel like we need to have more trains.
Yes, we do. I certainly don't disagree. Only thing is the infrastructure is kind of expensive. I'm pretty sure that's the reason.
Alright, yeah. I just feel like we should have more, we should have more trains.
We should.
Choo-choo! 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 And if you live somewhere other than the U.S., please let us know how often your country uses trains.
I think most of Europe uses a lot of trains.
We'd have to double check with our European fans, though.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing about having fans from different parts of the world, or knowing people from different parts of the world. They know things that we don't. This will have to do. I don't really see many submarines either.
Well, that's because no civilians ever use submarines. That's a military thing mostly.
Alrighty. So, yeah. Do you think if you had a chance to go ahead and ride a submarine, would you?
Probably.
Just for fun. But yeah, I mean, this train looks like I'm from the U.S., so, oh man. But yeah. So, I'm gonna go check the chat to see, like, we have a decent amount of trains, but we don't go on them often, though. Says Bread. Bread says we have a lot of trains.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a lot of automobiles.
We have too many cars.
Yeah. How did this country get so many cars?
Because it's purposely designed to be inconvenient and everyone needs cars.
Convenience.
I'm unfortunately not kidding.
Yeah. Convenience is fun, though. Alrighty, so... I mean, let's see here. Let's go ahead and look up here, and I swear we had, like, a topic that Alright, discuss... Alright. When should the Christmas tree come down? When should the Christmas tree come down? In your opinion?
No.
You can't... This is a conversation for the show. I just want your opinion. So when do you feel like Christmas trees should come down?
Probably like close to January 1st.
I'd say at the end of January. Definitely before Valentine's Day.
Well, duh.
Well, you can't well duh me, because some years I've had it up since after Valentine's Day. Like, no. Like, 1 year we had it up until, like, my birthday, which is in May. Because we were too lazy to, like, tear down our tree. And when we actually had time, we were like, no, we can't tear down the tree yet. So, yeah, I mean, I have a feeling Brandimation would probably say never! Because of all the Christmassy things he's doing on his channel currently.
Yeah.
But it's good, though. He was the one that I mentioned decided to do Christmassy things the day after Halloween. But yeah, when do you tear down your Christmas tree, Ink?
I don't really know. I don't usually participate in that.
How could you not? It's a tradition.
I participate in taking up the tree, not taking it down.
I do both. So what are you currently working on as far as drawing goes?
Probably gonna finish the next episode of the comic soon.
Cool. So, like, how many pages are per episode?
Anywhere from 6 to 20.
So episodes are basically what you can get done in a week, basically.
Probably.
Okay.
It's kind of whenever I think that. It's whenever I feel like it, though.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's good. It's just consistency.
Yep.
We need consistency. Yeah. Which, consistency is a very rare thing in the animation community, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I don't animate that much.
Yeah. I'm like, consistency. Yeah. Planes? I'm right now working on a video. But yeah, I mean, Wait, where are all these like random people coming from? Where are all these random people coming from?
Oh, dear Lord.
They're just like coming and then
Porn
like.
bot number 2.
How do you know it's not like a porn bot? It probably isn't like a. Yeah. I mean, like.
Do you have any tips for anyone who wants to start a comic book series?
Wait, is that a question from the chat?
Yes, Bread.
Oh.
Bread asked.
All right.
For me, definitely doing. At least for me, definitely know what program you. Definitely use Clip Studio Paint because it's just very good for comics in general because it has a lot of good features. Know your have a basic idea of what your plot is before you start it.
Also know your audience.
True, that's like the number one thing for anything.
I'm just giving you like basic advice while Ink actually knows what she's doing.
I don't really know what I'm doing, but hey.
Somewhat.
It's definitely different between webcomics and regular comics. I'm working on a webcomic, and well, that's a lot easier to finish.
Yeah, I feel like there tends to be like more pressure on webcomics to be good, or I mean regular comics to be good, because people pay for that stuff.
Yep.
Versus...
For regular comics, definitely go through several drafts. Basic rule of thumb is finish your first draft, put it down for a couple weeks, continue the draft, do the second draft.
How about if you can't put it down
at least 3 times, then send it off to your friends and send it off to an actual editor?
But how about if you can't put it down because it's literally your job?
Then start on another comic.
Good.
I'm just saying that's basic quality assurance for me.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Some people have this stuff as their jobs.
Yeah, but most people who have that as their jobs make sure they have the time to actually do the several checks and put it down. Like, I'm saying the putting it down for a couple of weeks is completely normal advice in the writing community.
Yeah.
Not my advice. Totally.
I honestly am you're probably thinking more of the hobbyists, and I'm thinking of more of the whole people who do this as like a job or a potential job.
Well, what I'm saying is it's the same regardless.
Yeah.
The advice I gave is from professional writers. They do it for a job.
Yeah. Art block can be rough, honestly.
I know it's difficult to put it down, but you have to put it down.
Yeah.
Definitely do research on basic writing skills because while prose may not be as much of an issue, you're definitely going to want story advice. There's lots of good places. Tumblr is surprisingly good for that. YouTube has some good channels, notably our Overly Sarcastic Productions is Trope Talk series. Hello Future Me is just good in general.
Yeah.
There's a couple others.
Yeah, I'm just not in the comic book industry, so
Meanwhile, I kind of was for a time before I settled on doing a webcomic.
Webcomic industry? I'm not in like any type of comic industry, so Ink would be more accurate than me.
Yeah, I kind of know what I'm doing.
Kind of.
I say kind of because I'm not really. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just a teenager who decided to publish a webcomic. Notes. Oh yeah, network. Just you can find some good places for that stuff. Discord's really good.
Networking is important for anything.
Yes, Twitter, Discord, Twitter.
Just general,
Instagram.
That's just general business advice.
Yep.
And my go-to advice is, treat your fans well.
Well, duh. It's obvious.
Well, duh. Yeah, most of my advice is like the well, duh kind. So, and surprisingly, there's some people who do not have that good, well, duh advice. Like, some people still don't.
Sometimes well does are lost on some people.
Yeah. Honestly, treat your fans well. I'm just yeah. I bet someone along the line will probably go ahead and take me saying that and turning it into a compilation. Things I oftenly say are probably gonna be turned into compilations one day. My intro, probably. Do you think you're gonna end up doing another intro in the future to come, Inc?
Maybe.
I'm not changing mine. For now, anyway. Do you... Okay. Oh, thanks, Donut. Alright. You're very welcome. So... Have you ever celebrated Hanukkah or Kwanzaa?
No.
Would you ever have any interest in celebrating Hanukkah or Kwanzaa?
Probably Hanukkah.
I'd probably try. If I end up one day having a friend who celebrates Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, I'd probably celebrate with them if they let me. It's one of those things. It's might as well go ahead and be able to experience new things when possible.
Yep.
Because trying new things can be fun. So, what is your least favorite art medium and why? Inc., what is your least favorite art medium and why?
Theater. I'm not really much of a performance person.
Theater. For me, I would have to say paint.
Yeah, I don't really like paint either.
But I've done paintings before. It's just if I had to go ahead, if someone were to be hey, if Mr. Beast were to be hey, I'm gonna give you $10,000 or $100,000 to put towards any hobby of yours, I'd probably put it on the channel, honestly. But there's no way that I'm probably gonna be able to meet Mr. Beast in my life.
Yeah.
Probably. Unless I get really lucky. And go to VidCon one day. Which would be fun.
Yeah.
If you got invited to VidCon as a feature creator, would you go?
Probably.
Meet fans and live in the YouTuber life.
Yep.
That sounds fun. like, if I got to go ahead and, like, party for a week and meet my fans, that'd be, like, a dream come true. Yeah. One day, maybe. One day, maybe. But, yeah, I mean, the first generation... Piper Pup Draws is visiting my stream. He's another art channel.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would totally take that money and put it on painting. Then I'd probably if that was a thing, I'd probably just end up making a pastry paints channel. But I honestly want to do way more things than painting first. Like,
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I can get this off the air, I'm probably gonna end up doing a pastry reviews channel.
Yeah.
Where I basically go ahead and review different things. I'd probably make myself review things I didn't like, just so that it can be entertaining to the fans. Like, imagine me reviewing makeup. Imagine me reviewing makeup. I'd probably have to have Harley on the show.
Yeah, Harley would need to be there.
Yeah, Harley would need to be there. Which, Harley's been on a pastry show before. He was on Audio Games. Audio Games episode 2. Episode 1 was with Metal Clunker. Next Audio Games episode is gonna be me with a pastry theater. So yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to like to do pastry theater with just me on it. And
anyway, I'm gonna go get food.
Alrighty, are you gonna leave the stream?
Yeah.
Okay. aren't you?
Hungry.
Alrighty, are you gonna come back?
No.
Alrighty. So why don't you go ahead and do your leaving announcements, and then say your outro, and then you can go on your merry way.
I've got my comic is uploading every week Saturday afternoon. I forgot to link it.
You should probably do that.
That's what I'm doing.
Alright. Just so you know, I like to do both beginning announcements and ending announcements because, let's face it, the people who are at the beginning of these things are not at the end of these things, and the people who are at the end of these things tend to not be in the beginning of these things, so I like to repeat things. That seems fair, right?
Yep. Anyway, tell me if there's any more porn bots.
Alright. I think I've got my wrench on it.
Yeah. I think that's Wilbur.
Wilbur, yeah. And Wilbur probably doesn't mind the fact that we name drop them, because let's face it,
Whenever
they're
on the channel, I think we always call them by name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Anyway,
See ya.
bye, Ink. Alright, just so you guys know, it's just me on the stream. And, yeah. I'm about to wrap things up, but not quite. Like, yeah. So, now that it's just me on the show, what to do now? Oh, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and, see. Oh, Okay. I think I'll go ahead and just end it here after I go ahead and say my closing announcements. Oh. Do you have... Oh. Never mind. Do you have any tips for anyone who... Hey, Pastry. Hi, freevbucks.com. Do I know you? Huh. Like, it's like you went on, like... Do I know you? Because I know someone that would probably do that. But yeah. Currently, I'm at 349 subscribers, which I hit 150, then YouTube's like, no. I'm just gonna have to get used to that, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up drawing this car with me in it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, like, leave the stream. So... if you guys have any questions for me, ask them now or wait until the New Year's episode. Oh, it's a bot? Oh, yeah. That seems more accurate. Alrighty. But yeah, Bean, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 more windows on this car. And my ending announcements are, please go ahead and check out my Christmas card videos. And please go ahead and just so you guys know, the Christmas animation will be at the end of this week. And please go ahead and join us for the Christmas animation.